Okay, so let's talk about success. What if I told you that the single biggest piece of advice you've probably heard your entire life, set big goals, is actually wrong? Yeah, today we're going to explore a really powerful idea that completely flips that advice on its head. We're talking about the big showdown, goals versus systems.
I mean, we've all been taught the same formula, right? Set these huge, ambitious, audacious goals, and success will just follow. But is that really the whole story? Is that really how it works? Because here's the core idea, the really provocative question we're digging into today. What if that intense, laser focus on the finish line is the very thing that's tripping you up on the journey? Let's break down what that really means. So here's our game plan. First, we're going to question why we're so obsessed with goals in the first place. Then, once we get our definitions straight, we'll uncover their hidden downsides and reveal the incredible power of a different approach, systems. And finally, I'll walk you through exactly how to build your own, leading to what is a truly ultimate mindset shift. You know, every motivational poster, every coach, every self-help book tells you to dream big and set goals. And look, it's not bad advice, it's just incomplete. Here's the truth. Winners and losers often have the exact same goals. The real difference isn't the goal itself, it's about what they do every single day.
All right, so to make sure we're all on the same page, let's get crystal clear on what we mean when we say goal and what we mean when we say system.
So, a goal. A goal is that specific outcome you're aiming for. You can think of it as a one-time event. Lose 10 kilos, write a book, win the championship. It is all about the final result.
A system, on the other hand, is totally different. It isn't about the result at all, it's all about the process. It's the daily actions you take. So instead of lose 10 kilos, your system is walk for 30 minutes every day. Instead of write a book, your system is write 500 words a day. See the difference?
Here's probably the best way to visualize it. A goal is the destination. It's that city you want to reach on a map. But a system? The system is the road you travel on every single day to get there. And let's be honest, without that road, the destination is always just going to be a dream.
Okay, so why can focusing only on a goal be so problematic? I'm willing to bet if you've ever felt like you failed or just completely lost motivation after setting a big goal, this next part is really going to resonate with you. First off, goals are temporary. You lose the 10 kilos, and then what? The goal's gone, so the behaviors that got you there often disappear too. Hello, classic yo-yo effect. They also create a ton of pressure, basically telling your brain you can't be happy until you hit this future milestone. And maybe worst of all, they depend on motivation, which, as we all know, is a terribly unreliable friend. So if goals have all these serious flaws, what's the alternative? Well, this is where systems come in and completely, and I mean completely, change the game. This quote from James Clear's book Atomic Habits just nails the entire idea perfectly. It tells us that you don't magically rise to meet your ambitions. Instead, when things get tough, you will always fall back on the strength of your daily habits. Your system is what catches you. So why are systems so much more powerful? Well, they shift your focus from some stressful, far-off result to a simple daily action you can actually control. This isn't about a one-time win, it's about building a lifestyle. Plus, every time you complete your daily action, your brain gets a small hit of dopamine, a tiny reward that keeps you coming back, creating this amazing positive self-reinforcing loop. Now, this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually apply it? How do you do it? Let's break down a super simple, actionable framework that anyone can use. First, use a goal for direction. It's your compass. Then, break that down into a daily action. Now, step 3 is the most crucial point. Make that action ridiculously easy to start. You want to read more? Start with 1 page. You want to exercise? Start with a 2-minute walk. Then track your consistency. Just ask, did I do it today? Not the outcome. And finally, be flexible. Review and tweak your system as you grow. Here are the most common traps. If you find yourself obsessing over the finish line, just bring your focus back to today's action. If the system feels too hard, you've made it too complex. Simplify it way down to a 2-minute version. And if you're not seeing results and you're getting frustrated, be patient. Remember the ice cube effect. An ice cube in a cold room warms from -5 degrees to -4, -3 with zero visible change. But at 0 degrees, bam, it finally begins to melt. All that earlier work mattered, a lot. The breakthrough just wasn't visible yet. Now we get to the most powerful part of this entire concept. This isn't just a productivity hack.
No, it's a fundamental shift in how you view yourself and your progress.
This is the mental flip you need to make. Stop asking, what result do I want? And start asking, what process can I follow every day? This new question, it puts you back in the driver's seat.
And this is so powerful. When you focus on a system, every single action you take is like casting a vote for a new identity. A daily writing system doesn't just produce a book, it makes you a writer. A daily workout doesn't just get you fit, it proves you are an athletic person. The system literally shapes who you are.
So to sum it all up, let your goals be the compass that points you north, but let your systems be the engine that actually moves you forward day by day. A goal is a fleeting moment of victory. You cross the finish line, you get the trophy, and then it's over.
But a system? A system is a commitment to continuous improvement. It's a process that keeps delivering results long after the initial excitement of a goal has faded. It's how you keep winning every single day.
Ultimately, your future isn't built on grand ambitions. It's built on the systems you follow today. So the only question left is this: what one tiny, ridiculously easy system will you start building right now?